Welcome back. The now exonerated members of the group known as the Central Park Five are suing Donald Trump for defamation after comments he made about them at a presidential debate last month. The complaint accuses the former president of making, quote, demonstrably false statements while on stage in Pennsylvania in September. Trump falsely claimed that the group of Black and Latino men, who were just teenagers at the time, had pleaded guilty when they were tried in connection with the brutal assault and rape of a woman who was running in Central Park back in 1989. He also said that the victim had died, all things that are not true.
They admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty.
Again, all that not true. A spokesperson for the Trump campaign is calling the lawsuit an attempt to distract the American people. We have NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos here to help break this down for us. Danny, good morning. Always great to have you with us. So the Central Park Five, they spent years behind bars for a crime that ultimately they didn't commit. Remind us how that was, that they were ultimately cleared, and the suffering they say that they went through because of that and really are still going through.
After they were convicted and serving time, completely lucky to them, a serial rapist who had raped women around that same time confessed, and DNA evidence confirmed that he was, as his story said, the only perpetrator of the crime. So in relatively short order, most of the defendants were released, their convictions overturned. So this is something that had that was not the result of additional investigation. If for whatever reason the real doer confessed, DNA evidence confirmed it. Otherwise, those kids would still be in prison today, probably, depending on their sentence.
What has to be proven here? Because defamation can be tricky, right? I mean, is this as clear-cut as it looks?
This is one of those cases where you don't need a whole lot of discovery. You could probably go to trial next month. You get a couple experts maybe, but what is there that you need a lot of discovery for? You've got a transcript, you've got the video, you've seen the entire case in the last minute, and it's that statement. And the question is, first, was that a false statement? And second, did it cause the plaintiffs harm? And when you accuse people of a crime, generally speaking, the harm is presumed. So the real inquiry is, was that a false statement? And was it a false statement that was made deliberately? And he's obviously intentionally making that statement. So it looks like Trump has a problem. I'll just add that the attorneys, I happen to know the attorneys representing the plaintiffs here. This is not a fly-by-night law firm just throwing something against the wall and hoping something will stick. These guys are titans of the personal injury world. So for them to take on this case means they think it has value, and they win. And I'm biased because I've worked with them a little in the past, but I can tell you they're no joke. They win cases.
Are they seeking damages?
Of course, they're going to seek. And we're in a really interesting era because I handle personal injury type cases where in the past, defamation cases were not seen as particularly appetizing cases. But in a Trump era, in an era with a lot of very famous people saying dumb things, we have a strange situation where you might have a plaintiff who has a shattered femur, real medical injuries, and they might only be entitled to about a few $1 million in damages. But defamation cases are getting these $100 million verdicts with hardly a medical record to be seen other than maybe some emotional damage. So defamation cases, the right kind, and this may be the right kind, can be huge, not very expensive to prosecute, and not take that long to resolve. This is in federal court in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, a place where I've been several times. It'll move pretty quickly, and it'll go to trial. But the reality is it will not go to trial. They'll get a trial date pretty soon. This case will, in all likelihood, settle.
All right. Danny Cevallos, we know you'll stay on it for us. Thank you so much.